Hi everyone, it's Yogi here. I hope you're well. I know, look at the time. If you're in Europe, shocking. Yes, it's past 11:30. I'm in the UK, and if you're in somewhere else in Europe, maybe 1 hour ahead. And if you're here, well done. And for the rest of the world, good morning, good afternoon, and maybe good evening, and definitely not good night just yet. And because we're here for a spot of stitching. So today is Monday, and it's a very cozy little midnight stitching session here. And I'm going to be stitching our style today, which is Ciro Marchetti. We don't have any particular piece that we stitch together, but we're celebrating Marchetti's design. So this piece of my choice is called a Patchwork Quilting Room, something like that. I should know. I've got so many pieces. So this is really, really cozy little piece here. Look at this. It's a patchwork quilt room, to be proper. And it's a mini version I've got here. But you can see it captures so much details here. And it's a room with a view. I love craft room with a view. And this view is spectacular. It is something on the horizon. I don't know. It's kind of a hill. And it's just a beautiful open landscape there. And inside, look at all the items and, all the quilted pieces, teapots, and look at that little cat as well. Marchetti's work, so many of them feature little cats somewhere, sometimes more, and all sorts of animals. So Ciro Marchetti, Mr. Marchetti, I'm sure he's a animal lover. And that kitty is so, deep in sleep and looking so comfortable there. So this piece I've been working on, I'm trying to think, maybe close to 2 years. So this is one of the Heaven and Earth designs that I decided to do. And I think in the beginning, I wasn't as confident as, going for the regular version. So in the beginning, I was like only, dipping my toes in and go, maybe a little mini option, pattern would do. Didn't know that it's actually quite involved. There's nothing mini about it. And today, I'll tell you a little bit more how I'm going to tackle this today. But just by the area I'm framing here, probably give you some insight. There's a lot going on here. And so I'm going to show you my app as well, just to give you some idea of where I am today with this piece. So I'm tracking my progress with Saga. I think I've got majority of my pieces, if not all, imported to Saga here. So let me show you the entirety of the completed version. So I started this piece like a good girl. I started from upper left, from the corner, and working diagonally pretty much to the bottom right. And this is the completed area. And let me look at the stack here. It might look like a lot, but I'm close to 20%, guys. 20%. This may be one of the most advanced pieces I have as far as percentage goes. I mean, bear in mind this is a mini, but still, I'm very, very happy with my progress today. So as usual, I'm going to create a sprint here to capture my stitches, because as you know, we play this game called Guess My Stitches at the end of every stream, and you have a chance to be the winner today, okay? It could be you. It could be you today. And just to remind you that there are 89 colors. If you look at the bottom of this, the left panel there, 89 stitch colors. So it's a mini, but it's by no means, any less in colors, just like the regular piece. So here, This is where I am. And let me say hello to all of you. Amazing. This is a midnight session. And oh my God, let's have a look. The first to report to the chat is our Captain Squirrel. Good morning, Stitchy friends. Well done, Captain. And then we have Janelle joining us as well. Good morning, Janelle. Two friends from Australia. And also Belinda. Manan as well. I'm guessing. I can't remember where you're from, Belinda. Remind me. And Sarah is here as well. Good to see you, Sarah. And Kimberly is also here. Betty, Louis, Taylor, hello, hello. And Mia. Mia says, I was here the end of yesterday. Can't wait to see tonight's live stream, I'm guessing. Not me, back flipping. I do that sometimes. I perform yogi's moves sometimes. But I'm not sure about today. I just came home, kind of late teaching classes. And we'll see how it goes. And Wendy is here as well. Hello, hello. Ashley Wilkinson, welcome. And let's have a look. Who else? Busy Mom is here. Hello, hello. And I have no idea whether Busy Mom is stitching or sewing today. She can do both. Amazing. And Susan as well. Hello, my friend in the UK. So I'm not the only person in the UK village stitching at this time of the hour. Susan is with me, and Naomi Wallace as well. Hello, hello. And Vega as well. Vega from Japan. Is it easier for you today, Vega? So hopefully it's a bit more civilized in terms of hours. And let's look. Kelly is here as well. Kelly's Quilts Plus. And Michelle Fuller is also in the chat. Hello, hello. And Maddie is also here. Welcome. And Rose as well. Rose, are you 250, Rose? A little bit premature. I could beat that number, I'm sure. And Rose, are you working today, or are you playing? And Rose is always at work when we're streaming. So, oh my goodness, Joyce. That's a surprise, Joyce. Isn't it bedtime already? Good night. Hello and good night. Thank you so much. Joyce just popped in to say good night to everybody. And Mia is from UK as well. Amazing. Three of us, three musketeers from the UK. Yes, we're awake and we're ready for a spot of stitching. I hope you are as well. And so let's have a look. So this piece, it's 20. I'm stitching on a 25 count DMC fabric, and this is one of my first sort of 25 count projects, and so it's really nice. It's ungridded, and then I'm using DMC floss 1/1. So it's no controversy there. This is a classic combination when it comes to heaven and earth. So today, I think, previous couple of sessions, I was working on the upper right there. Let me show you my app here so you know. So the previous few sessions, I've been focusing on this window here. Quite a lot of confetti, but so this is, let go of the myth, of the belief that mini means it's easier to stitch. Not necessarily. It depends on the design. This one is full of confetti, and but it's beautiful. As you can see, it creates really intricate color transitions, really pretty. But today I'm moving down here, and the reason I haven't been visiting this section is, as you can see, is confetti bonanza here. So it's a confetti festival, which I'm going to join today voluntarily. So out of this area here, where this fabric, this little throw is positioning, and I still remember working on it last time around. It was probably around lockdown period, and it was a lot of confetti. So I've been, feeling a bit shy coming back to this area. But today is the day. I'm ready. I'm going to tackle this area, and hopefully move downwards a little bit more, maybe a little bit of the curtain to the right as well. And I'm going to go for quite a sensible mini cross country here. Okay, so just moving from top to bottom roughly, and not to create too many stitches, I have to go back and fill in. Not to create too many stitches, I have to go back and fill in. So that's the goal, and that's how I kind of move down here up to this point. So there were occasions I did block by block, color completions, but I think this area somehow it's kind of inviting me for mini cross country. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to take it easy, okay? You know, this is a late night stitching and candlelight. Okay, guys, wrap up warm, you know, candlelight with a hot drink, and let's stitch together. And guys, let me know what you're working on with me today and what you're drinking. And I've got Pikachu here and a little cat here to keep me company. Okay, they're guarding my needles, my needle bodyguard. So let's go. Just a markup here, a mini version to remind you what I'm working on. And I'm gonna zoom way in here and pick my first victim. Let's have a go. So today, I think I'm going to be sensible. I'm going to pick a color first that is not, it kind of involves a few more stitches to start with. So, you know, I'm not going to go into a shock just by doing single stitches. So I'm going to pick one that's around here, the few stitches of this color. So I'm going to start there, and it's 3853. 3853. So I'm going to look to my needle bore here. 3853, I already have one. Yes, I've got my needle bore of the entire set of DMC next to me, so it's nice and easy. And within a second, I've got my needle ready, threaded already. So let's see how it goes. Ooh, so today on Mondays I have classes in the evening, so we start a little bit late every Monday, and it's gonna be the case for Friday as well, because I've got a couple of new classes starting this week on Fridays. And so Friday will also quite possibly be a midnight stitching session. So I hope you can join me. It might work better for some time zones, you know, Australia, Japan, wherever else. And I'm sure there'll be some brave ones from Europe that will be joining me. But yeah, it will be, you know, nice and relaxed, late night sessions. So I transferred this pattern over to Saga, I think, a few weeks ago. And I just managed to kind of catch up with all the loose stitches on my app there. It took a little bit. Normally I just, I kind of fill it up, update it as I go, rather than trying to do everything, which could be a little bit daunting. And let me know if the audio is okay. Yesterday the volume kind of played up a little bit, so let me know if it's you know, audio is clear, and also the volume is just right. It's beautiful. It's really nice to stitch this area. I've been a little bit scared of this area. I've been dreading it. But, you know, today I'm feeling ready. I'll just do my best. Do my best. That's all I can do. And so today after the class, you know, I had got to chat with a couple of students. They very often come to me and either ask questions or, you know, just connect. Because during the class, we don't get to talk at all. It's just me talking. So it was quite nice. And I always make sure that I spend time and not rush to leave the studio, because sometimes they just, they just want to, they have questions. And so I always make sure that I'm there for them. I think this stitch is a little bit iffy. So I'm warming up, guys. Yes, I knew it. I came up from the wrong stitch there. And let me just warm up my little fingers with a few stitches there. And I came in, I had something quick to eat, and I'm ready for stitching. So maybe no snacks are required today, as I just ate. That one is done. Oh, I think, hang on, where am I? So let me draw, let me grit, draw these lines a little bit clearer here. So I'm using a regular pencil here. And just strengthen the lines a little bit so I can see them a little bit better. And let's have a look. It makes me laugh that Joyce just, come in, say hello, and then good night. Good night. I like that. Oh, Kelly says, hi Yogi, Stitcher here, and Stitchers is 3:35 here in British Columbia, Canada. Is quite civilized. Yes, for some of you, this might be, better time, who knows? Let's have a look. I want to know where everybody is working on. Busy Mom says, I'm making dinner again, and we'll be stitching the quick stitch sleep time by Ciro Marchetti. Is a beautiful piece. It's so lovely, full of animals. Yes, I love that piece. And Rose says, I'm at work today as usual, but we'll keep you company. Well, I'll try to talk quietly so the boss won't hear. And Kelly says, started another ornament today. It's like is it sort of stitch ornaments? That's very nice. And Christian says, hello everyone, drinking iced tea, iced coffee. Oh wow. And stitching the old kitchen tonight. Yes, I love that piece as well. I think my version is going pretty well. I don't know whether you've seen it. It's gorgeous. I'm working on the red jar on the shelf there. Beautiful, great choice. And iced coffee, oh, it makes me feel a little bit chilly because UK is getting nippier by the day. I think we're firmly into the autumn right here. So let me find my spot here. Oh, I see what's going on there. Yes, I have got these stitches wrong here. So all these unstitched ones are this color. It's been a while since I come to this corner of the piece. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Just confirming my position here. And that one is done. Good. So I might move down here. So And Susan is working on Woodland Santa and drinking coffee. Naughty Susan. Yes, I have some leftover coffee as well. And today, I'm actually drinking this one. I'm back on this one. This is matcha. Oh, no, actually, no. This is the wrong one to show you. I've got a ginseng matcha here. There's another version. It's a little bit more gentle. So I thought, well, a full-on matcha might be a little bit over the top right now. As I just drank a cup of coffee, you know, I know it's late, but when I come home from work, I just want a coffee. It's a reward, a little treat for myself. So a few more stitches here. And this is a good time, you know, to start festive stitching as well. So in case you don't know, every Sunday till Christmas, we're going to be doing festive stitching. Currently, I'm doing Halloween, a Halloween piece. And, you know, you're free to work on your Christmas piece as well, if you're ready. And I do have a Christmas project in mind, which I will start after Halloween, and I can't wait. It's just going to be so much fun, and it's even better because we're stitching together, you know, this year. So it'll be nice and cozy. So this one, I think I'm going to stop here. There. And today I smell really good because every Monday evening it's in yoga class. And, you know, we use essential oil and everything, so I always smell really nice afterwards. Not that I smell not nice normally. I always smell nice. I always smell nice, but even nicer tonight. 3853. Protesting too much. 3853. Hello, Steve. Welcome. Good to see you. And Kelly says 3853 you would have used for spooky season yesterday. Oh, really? Yesterday? I'm trying to think. Yes. Amazing. Kelly remembers that. And Wendy's working on annual Hawthorns and drinking Dr. Pepper Zero. Yes, another Dr. Pepper drinker. And Kimberly is working on another pigeon coop designs. Very intriguing. And Mia is doing a small kit of a black cat. Oh, nice. Anything involves cats is always good. And I can't wait to get to the cat bit. It's going to be a while, but I'm patient. Right. So far, so good. Let me move on to the next color there. Who will be my next choice here? I think that one makes sense. I'm going to start with ones that's it's got a few stitches to get me warmed up. So 919, 919. And I've got my threaded needle right there. I love it. Get a needle board, guys. It's so good, particularly if you're stitching something that's a little bit more color changes. You just make things a little bit better, or a lot better, in my view. A lot quicker. And make sure it goes down the right corner there. So last night my voice was getting a little bit iffy, and I was a little bit worried that you know, just in case I was coming down with something. But luckily, after a restful sleep last night, I was feeling a lot better. I don't want to lose my voice. So day to day, I'm in contact with quite a lot of people, you know, students, everything in the studio, and gyms and studios, you know, yoga studios, quite a lot of traffic there. So it's not unusual. Sometimes I just come home feeling a little bit sniffly, maybe just a little bit of, you know, I don't know, virus or something. But luckily, very often if I make sure I, you know, take a good rest, it goes away. So I like to think my immune system is fairly robust. So fingers crossed. I shouldn't brag about it. Right, it's getting a little bit short here. Maybe I'll just do, I think I'm going to end this color here. Very sensible. And Susan is asking, is that a robin between the flower basket? Well, let's have a look. It's hard to tell. It could be. Yes, it looks like a bird. I'm not well versed in the bird, you know, area. It could be a robin. Yeah, I never noticed that actually. I think there is a little bird. Yes, there you go. Oh, you know, nothing escapes Susan. I think it could be a birdie of some sort. And Michelle Fuller says, not stitching Ciro, but I'm stitching Strawberry Thief, charted by Hay. Strawberry Thief. Very intriguing name. And Sarah says, oh, here comes the show off, Sarah, the Alien Club captain. She says, just put my stitching away for today, ended with 965 stitches today. Oh, the day is still early. The day is still young, Sarah. What are you doing for the rest of the day then? You have to get that remaining 2,000 stitches. Go on, Sarah. And Christian says we're actually having a heat wave. It's been in its last 4 days, heat wave. Remind me where you are. Oh, very envious. And not getting any cooler Thursday. The normal temperature this time of year is high 70s. Fahrenheit, I hope. I don't know what temperature that is in Celsius, but sounds hot. And yes, we had heat wave actually pretty early this year in the UK. I think it started maybe in June, and we had a little bit, a few days, you know, on the warmer side, even in September. But I think it's done now. I think we are firmly in the regular British weather here. So there you go. But we, you know, it's been a good year, weather-wise, so far. So not too bad, not too bad. The next one is 315. 315. Lovely coffee burgundy color here. Oh, this area, I remember the pain I went through because it's so confetti. There's a lot of build-up. underneath as well. Not too bad. Now I can feel it underneath, but because I was doing mini cross country like this, and so there are a lot of threads being carried over to different locations, so it got a slightly, a little bit volume underneath, which can make stitching a little bit challenging sometimes if it gets to be too thick. But not too bad, not too bad, hopefully. I mean, I could have been sensible and do row by row, but I just couldn't. For some reason, this piece is just not a row by row piece for me. But so far, quite a few colors. It's got many stitches involved, so not too bad, not too bad. That one. I'm trying to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's one more stitch there. And the tension for today's fabric is really nice. And one more here. Kelly says, I have several books with small motif charts. I'm going to make an ornament out of small chart of a polar bear. Wow. That's very seasonal. Polar bear. Yes, I haven't bought kind of craft magazines for a long time. I mean, in the UK, there's a really nice one called Molly Makes. I don't know whether you've seen it. I don't know whether it's available. I suppose it's digital. It should be available anywhere. But I hope they're still doing it. But I haven't bought a copy from them for a long time. But for a while, I was a subscriber. And it's so nice. It's got all sorts. Not just stitching. It's got sewing projects as well, and knitting, embroidery, all sorts. And they're all so beautiful. I do love Molly Makes. And Molly was one of my cat's name as well. So far, so good. Salita is here in the chat. She says, hello, Yogi and Stitchy friends. No lurking here, just got home from taking a friend to hospital for knee injury this morning. Oh, I hope everything goes well with the knee for your friends. That's very nice of you to provide the transportation. Mia says it's a robin. Yes, it's confirmed by Mia. Yeah, I think probably because it's a mini. So, I suppose if you get a regular version, or maybe super size, you can probably see much better. But I don't mind, you know. It captures a lot of details with this piece. And I have fond memory, you know, with this piece, because I was so excited when I first started as well. It's so beautiful. And I love this fabric as well, because with 25 counts, I've got either ungridded and gridded fabrics. I don't mind gridded fabrics, but they always feel slightly a bit more, I don't know, a bit more volume to it. So I like the softness of the ungridded fabric, actually. Same with 28 counts. Even though gridded fabrics is a lot more convenient, but I love plain fabrics. Here we go. Lovely. And I think, should I go down? No, I think I'm gonna end it here, be sensible. I could have gone down here, but it's going to cross this stitch area. I don't want to do that. I don't want to build up too much volume at the bottom underneath. So I'm going to end this one 315, and it's pretty easy because all I do, you know, I don't pull the thread out of the needle. I just keep it there and just dock it on my needle ball. So it would take no time if I need it again. And Naomi says, still hot and humid in Texas too. High 90s or 30 to 33 Celsius. Oh my God, that's hot. I'm ready to cool off. Naomi, lucky you. Wow, that's really, really hot. Yes, if in September you get 30 to 33 Celsius, I mean, I can't imagine what the summer, a typical summer, is like. That's amazing. Right, next one. I'm loving it. It feels so good stitching this area. It's so pretty as well. So I am going to pick this one, which has got maybe, oh, still quite a few. Not too bad. 814. 814. Yes, I've got most of the colors with the needle docked, so it's very, you can get to the colors very quickly. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And Busy Mom says it was 87 here in Illinois today. It was hot. So it's still hot everywhere. Oh dear. Yes. I think back in June and July, when we had a heat wave, it was really hot as well. I think we probably had a couple of days over 30 degrees. It was quite a lot for London. there. I'm thinking whether I should take it over. Why not? I think this one is acceptable. There. Kelly says the Fraser Valley of BC is back to sunny, nice and again. Yesterday it poured rain most of the day. I mean, occasionally it's necessary to have rain because the UK is just really funny about weather. So if it doesn't rain, people get really nervous. Are we going to have enough water, etc.? Just gets panicky. And if it rains a lot, then, you know, it could be flooding or never happy, never happy. I think I'm going to take this one over here. A little bit adventurous, slightly further to this end. But look at the colors, are so pretty. Oh, it's just a burst of, I don't know, just beautiful, just beautiful. To here. Oh, do I want to take it over there? No, that's too far. I'm gonna end it here. A14, A14. Oh, Mia, I'm in London. Whereabouts are you? And Susan says, I love the curtains. Isn't it? It's really really pretty. Look at this. And the color transition is so subtle and so soft. Yes, the curtain was a joy to stitch. I still have a little bit to go, and there's more curtain on the other side as well, waiting for me. And beautiful shades. It's so nicely, you know, beautifully charted. You know, so many heaven and earth charts. It's breathtaking. Right, next. Oh dear. This toolbar is playing with me. I try to do double tap and it just, oh no, I try to do single tap. It's doing double tap for me. Oh dear. Here we go. I think I'm going to go for this beautiful blue here. 792. 792. Really pretty. And also I've been looking at our group there. I think quite possibly there may be a new Marchetti pattern coming out from Haight. I think it was posed by Brittany, and it's a new illustration from Ciro Marchetti, and it's got a cat and a dog, I think, trying to recall, but there's a lady at the back, so I think it's not a problem for most of you. But I'm wondering if you could replace a lady at the back with, I don't know, a fox, a standing fox, I don't know, in a dress or something like that. That would be nice. And it's quite interesting. I kind of Googled Ciro Marchetti a little bit, and he looked exactly like how I imagined he would be. He's quite a nice looking guy. I don't know his age, but yeah, very handsome artist. And talented as well. Lovely. 792. 792. You know, I've been dreading this area, but it's not bad so far. I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of, you know, single stitches coming back to haunt me, but so far so good. Quite nice. And Busy Mom says, Yogi, I have this piece, but mine is the max color, and I'm the only in the left hand corner with all the greens. Oh, the top, I think I've seen your whip. Yes, you started from upper left corner as well. Yes, just wait till you get down here. Oh, if max colors is going to be brutal, Busy Mom, I'm sorry to break the news to you. I mean, even mini, this bit is pretty brutal as well. And also this, the diamond shape stained glass part of it. Yeah, I think this piece has a lot of confetti. It's just part of the game, but it's beautiful. I mean, how else do you create this beautiful pattern? You know, and I'm sure regular size max colors will be stunning. Yes, enjoy. V&A. Yes, it's a museum in London. I remember when I was an art student, we did a project where we had to stay in V&A. I think we spent about a week in V&A. And at that time, I think even now, maybe it's a permanent thing. They have a lot of Victorian time sort of toys from Victorian time, and a lot of dolls and puppets. Oh, I remember I was having a really hard time there. You know, museums have a certain smell, and particularly V&A, for some reason, I can still remember the smell, even just thinking about it. And they were just full of, everywhere you turn is full of kind of Punch and Judy style puppets and really old menacing looking dolls everywhere. We had to sketch there for a week as part of the project. Oh my God, I was, you know, having cold sweat every day. I think I needed a therapy after that, but you know, it's all a blur, all a blur. But it's a beautiful museum. It's got, you know, stuff, all antique stuff. 9:30, like all museums do. 9:30, 9:30, yes, 9:30. But I haven't been to V&A for ages now. Maybe I'm traumatized. Just don't want to go back. Oh, is that what it is? Michelle Fuller says, I mainly know Strawberry Thief as beautiful Tana long fabric from Liberty of London. Yes, Liberty. I wasn't aware of who the artist for those patterns was, but yes, Liberty is known for these a certain sort of floral print fabric. I mean, yeah, it's if you maybe some people like it, some people don't, but some people, you know, those who like it sometimes wear it as a shirt, which is very colorful. But yeah, it's kind of a signature print for Liberty. I mean, Liberty is quite interesting, even now. I mean, I think it's taking pride of the age of the building and the interior, the exterior. Even now, there isn't any. Well, I'm trying to think. There may be a modern lift there somewhere, but the old one, my goodness, is so claustrophobic. It's beautiful. It's got the original sort of interior and decoration still there, but it's so small. Probably fits, well, it probably says it fits about 5 or 6 people, but I think 2 is plenty. And it moves very slowly. And yes, I'm always scared if I get in there. Most of the times I don't. I just use the stairs. I don't mind using the stairs, but there are a few occasions I use the lift. Oh no. Get really nervous if you get stuck in there. It's no fun. It's like if you go to France, quite a lot of slightly older hotels, they still have these very old, tiny little lifts with metal shutters. It makes it look like a prison. It's so nice. Kelly says, Yogi must be nearly to the top of the chair on the chana. I think I am, yes. I'm trying to think. From the look of it, this bit could be part of the chair, the top bit of that chair down there. So there's going to be a lot of orange coming up, I think. So you're right, Kelly. 930. But it's just so interesting though, Ciro Marchetti's styles is so diverse, because this piece kind of bears no resemblance to, let's say, the other ones, you know, the tarot card ones, and also the more recent one, the you know, the one with the dog. It just looks like they don't look like they're coming from the same artist. So I don't know when he did this piece, and also the kitchen and the quilt room as well. Maybe at different times. So he kind of evolved into slightly different style. But I really like these ones. I hope he is going to do more of those rooms. Let's have a look. Next one, 900. 900. Oh, I'm gonna have a sip of my tea, yes. My little ginseng green tea here. So nice. $900. $900. Okay, I need a new one. It's a beautiful orange. I'm gonna just take this one. I'm trying to think. Maybe this one's too short. Whoops. Let me take a new piece. Trying to think, is this the correct position? No, it's that one. Well, I think my chart is not matching. Well, yeah, it is. Okay, hang on. For a moment I thought the chart wasn't matching the stitches, but it is. And I think for the traveling library piece, it is possible. I'm going to, instead of 32, I think I'm going to go for 28. I think it's more sensible. I'm just not sure about 32 for a piece like that. I think this method is correct for this area, because if I did block by block, I'm going to be forced to do all the loose, single stitches within that little box, and I'll probably get a little bit overwhelmed. But if I keep it open, just do cross country, then there wouldn't be so many sort of single stitches everywhere. Mia says, I got cold, so made myself a black cherry hot chocolate. Black cherry hot chocolate with marshmallows. Oh my God, that sounds like a treat. Mia, very nice. Yes, be good to yourself, so why not? So is it a cherry flavored chocolate and you turn it into hot chocolate? Or did you put something with cherry in there? Oh, that sounds very, very, very nice. It sounds like it's going to do your cold a lot of good. Yes, the other day we were talking about hot chocolate, and I think this is the kind of season that hot chocolate is going to be, tremendous. Maybe I should make myself one tomorrow. I do have, very often I have cacao powder in my cupboard, but most of the time, the quickest way of making hot chocolate for me is just use a block of chocolate, really, a nice block of chocolate. Just melt the chocolate in the milk, and there you have it. Mia says it's really nice cherry flavor hot chocolate powder I mix with milk and hot water, then top with marshmallows. It's so good, I bet. So you don't have to add sugar. It just you have marshmallow, have sugar from marshmallow. And I've never heard of cherry hot chocolate powder. So you can, it's pre-flavored, and you can just melt it in your milk. That sounds like a treat. $900. It's that kind of season, isn't it? Hot chocolate and hot tea, hot drink season. I'm gonna have a sip of my matcha here. Yeah, Mia, let me know what brand it is. I'll get some. This is so nice because every single color is so vibrant and so pretty to stitch. Yes. There, 371. 371. Do I have it? Yes. So we've got 2 stitches here. And guys, I mentioned briefly, maybe a couple of streams ago, there's a disaster struck on one of my projects. And I'll talk a little bit more about that when I'm just waiting for some fabric to arrive, because the situation is so bad that I have to restart, unfortunately. It's quite a shocker, but I'll tell you more about it when the fabric arrives, maybe in a couple of days' time, when I can restart. But it's not good. And Mia says it's options. Belgian chocolate cherry flavor. So options is the brand name? All right, I'll have a look. Sounds really nice. 371. There. What's next? Three, two, seven. Naomi says they do a lot of flavors. The mint chocolate one is also delicious. So do they add sugar already, or or it comes to kind of no added sugar, and you can adjust as you make it? Because sometimes some of them just maybe a little bit too sweet for me. Where am I? Here. 2. I think that one is done. No, this one. Susan says, did Dolly chew out the center of the fabric? Dolly is interested in many kinds of foods, but fabric is not one of them, luckily. It's something that maybe all you guys have to watch out. And that's why I have to wait for the fabric to arrive and I can explain properly, because, I have to show you actually what happened. It's something that I never saw coming. It's a weird one, but it could happen to you too. So I thought it was important to explain it properly when I get the fabric. Very nice. Why don't I take the thread over to the right as well? Should be okay in this occasion. Oh, so Mia, so the sugar is added to the powder. Yeah, that's why I always make chocolate hot chocolate myself because from scratch, because quite a lot of premix powder is full of sugar. I have a lot of sugar added already. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. See you later, Kelly. Rachel says, did the sun burn your fabric? Did you leave it under magnifier? No, I don't have a magnifier. No. Oh, does it do that? Sounds like a science experiment. No. It's something that probably can happen even more easily. And I'm not trying to keep you in suspense, but I just felt that it's much better when I get the fabric ready and to restart again, then I can show you what happened to the original project. And all will be clear. Yes, Mia, totally. I mean, you know, hot chocolate is definitely kind of a treat, isn't it? It's like a dessert, hot dessert. It's not just a drink. It's a sweet treat. You know, I don't mind a little bit of sugar. I just like to be able to adjust by myself. If I want some sugar, I want to choose what type of sugar I want and how much. So rather than, you know, pre-mixed. Hey, Rachel's done 415. Oh, sorry, have to get up at 415. I saw you've done 415 stitches. We've got stitches in mind. Yes, have a good night, Rachel. Going to have an early start. That's very early. Three, 2, 7. Susan says, what's the original project? I can't tell you just yet, Susan. You know, all will be revealed. And yes, it's a shocker. 3, 2, 7. I've got 2 more stitches here, actually. Oh, and Susan, I also saw your post about the shipping costs from heaven and earth. That's a lot, isn't it? I don't know how much it is to get a paper version, but the shipping. So I presume you've already paid for the post and packaging, and they're asking for additional amount from heaven and earth. It's quite a lot. You know, and papers they probably charge by the weight as well. And papers can be, you know, heavy, even though low cost, but heavy. Three, 2, 7. My Pokemon guarding my needle there. I'm gonna have a sip of my tea. Shall I do some of a little bit of curtain there? Let's have a look. Why not? It's there, so. So it's going to be 823. 823. So Susan says it was over $16. Over $16, is it the full value or post and packaging? And now they want an additional $10.87. Yeah, that sounds quite a lot. So $16 is just for shipping. Goodness. Or for the whole lot. Because Susan, what you can do is, if it's going to be, you know, really expensive, getting paper patterns from Heaven and Earth, you can get a, you know, they're printers. They're quite small. I've got one of them. You can do air printing, so you don't need a computer. If you already have a smartphone, you just connect with Bluetooth from your phone, and you can just print out one sheet at a time. You know, I think that would be much better. And if you know, if you lose the paper patterns for whatever reason, you can print another one. So with papers, I just think not only the fact that they quite hard to work with, but also I'm just terrified that something's gonna happen to them and I'll lose the pattern, and which I have. You know, all the dimensions kits, cross stitching kits I've got, majority of them I no longer have the original pattern. Just the nature of paper pattern. And also, when you order from Heaven and Earth, did they not tell you upfront how much shipping is required? Surely they should give you some sort of, you know, heads up rather than allowing you to place order and then shock you with, additional costs. Wow, $16 just for shipping. Goodness. Yes. So overall, they're going to charge you $26 just for post and packaging and shipping. That sounds quite a lot for a single pattern. I think I stitched this one wrong. Well, the air printer, there's some cheaper ones that's under £100. But once you buy one, yes, you can sign up to some sort of program for sort of ink cartridges, which you don't have to, spend too much money buying it. But yeah, but at least you have the PDF forever. Well, I think Heaven and Earth should have some sort of affiliation with printers in the UK or other countries, and they can print locally, for people buying paper versions from outside America. It shouldn't be hard to do. The printers would get a cut. Susan. Well, it probably won't be the only hate you ever do, I'm sure. There'll be more temptations. Yes, that's a lot for one single pattern. I mean, considering if you buy the pattern, the digital version during sales, it's I'm trying to recall, is it under $10, and you're paying, for the pattern itself plus shipping as well. So but that single pattern is going to keep you busy for a long time. So as long as you don't lose the patterns. Imagine, I don't know how many pages are going to be for this pattern, but imagine that you just lose one page. Just one page missing. It's all over. So Susan, get the PDFs, that's the right thing to do. Leslie says, Susan, look at the email address. It came from, it's a Gmail account. It's a scam. I don't know. But from what I read from Susan is they know specifically what pattern Susan bought, which is probably not a typical thing for scammers to do. And I think heaven and earth, they probably confirmed that. The only thing that surprised me was the fact that they didn't tell you upfront that there's going to be additional costs. It shouldn't be a surprise for them. I mean, with taxes, they wouldn't know because, you know, that they're not the ones that tax the objects. But if it's shipping alone, they should know. They should have known when you order the pattern. One, two, 1, 2. Susan says, never again. I don't like how it was handled. Yeah, I think it's probably not good that, you know, they charge you one amount and come back and go, you know, we want more. I don't think, you know, any customers would be happy with that. Because if you knew it up front, you can decide whether you're going to go for it, right? Susan, just get a PDF, okay? And you can take it to your local printer to get it printed. How's that? That's one option. Go to your local library. I think you can get free printing. I think. I haven't been to one for ages. Oh, Susan. Susan says it's not taxes or tariff, it's purely additional shipping costs. So is that relating to tariff as well? I have no idea how it works. Maybe it just costs more to ship. Yeah, Busy Mom says maybe relating to the tariff. But that's quite a lot though. Additional $10. I mean, $10 you can buy a pattern, another pattern during sales. Susan said no PDF. Oh, no PDFs. Fair enough. Fair enough, Susan. Then pay the $16 then, you know? Oh, I'm playing thread chicken. It's a tiny bit left. It's tiny bit left. Maybe too short to do a proper finish. Let me see how it goes. Just manage. Yay. Susan is mad. Susan says, no, Donald Trump isn't charging a tariff for American company to ship to the UK. I don't know how it works. I think they're just charging everyone left, right, and center. I think that's the idea. Just like, give us money. I don't care. It's so mad, isn't it? I'm going to do a little bit more over here. $517. $517. Mia says, just get kits from one of the local craft shops. I think that's what Susan's been doing. Susan's got quite a lot of kits from everywhere, aren't you? Susan, from Amazon and stuff. But the thing is, heaven and earth is nice. You know? I mean, Susan is having the opposite problems I have, because I love those kits as well, physical kits, but majority of them don't come with digital copy of the pattern. I don't know how to work with paper patterns, so I have the opposite problems. I think anything requires labor to do, any kind of, shipping of items, it requires human intervention, and it's going to cost money. Remember, I think it was maybe 2 years ago when I started this pattern, maybe slightly over. I remember when I first got it, because the first, I'm trying to recall which one would be the first. I think Little Cake Shop. I'm trying to think, this one might be before Little Cake Shop. Because Little Cake Shop, originally I got a quick stitch version, and then I decided to get the full size. But this one I may have started before Little Cake Shop, and I remember I was so excited. I vividly remember, I was going to yoga classes at that time, and even though I love yoga, right, so but I remember I was thinking about this piece as I was practicing yoga. That's how bad it was. I was so obsessed. by this project. And I was thinking about it as I was doing Warrior 1, Warrior 2, Trikonasana. But Susan, you do know that the fact you can hear me is because of technology, you know? It's not all bad. And the phone you have, essentially, it's a computer. So you do have a computer. And it's good stuff. And no computer, no yogi. Oh, that would be disastrous, wouldn't it? You wouldn't want that, do you? And you can do most things just with your phone. So if you don't want a laptop, you don't need one. If you don't want a tablet, you don't need one. Oh, here's a nice little block of this color. What a bonus. Susan is so mad. I can kind of understand if you insist on the certain things you just don't want to do. You don't want PDF, you don't want computer. That's probably akin to me. You know, if you try to force me to stitch that eyeball, I'll probably fight you. I won't fight you. No eyeball stitching for yogi. Thank you very much. And no octopus, okay, or squid or anything of that sort. No calamari stitching, okay? Seafood is out of menu for yogi. I'm getting a bit adventurous, kind of wandering around with this color. I was trying to behave, but it's too tempting. So I kept going. One, two, three. I mean, Nikki has definitely led me astray here, because previously it was just no chance I'll go this far away. See what happens when you have bad friends. One, two, three. Two from about 1, 2. I'm doing cross the village stitching right here. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to end this right here. Nine, 959. It's such a pretty green here. So all the colors here just look so delicious. I mean, this bit literally looks like just candy floss. And this bit is like beautiful ocean. What a treat. So, only a few stitches of this one. Busy mom says, Yogi, what time is it where you are? It's almost 7:30 here for me. Oh, I'm too scared to look. It's actually 18 past 1 o'clock a.m. I know. And 7:30 is very, very civilized. You know, when I first started streaming, maybe back in June, I think, the few sessions I did, there was one session I remember I was stitching till 4 in the morning. Don't ask me why. I think I started late for that one as well, maybe past midnight. And I just decided, at that time, no one's watching, right? And so, you know, I was just minding my own business. And I was stitching till, I think, 4 o'clock. It was nice, very peaceful. And I was just stitching. Busy Mom says, I'll be in bed by 9 o'clock. Serious? 9 o'clock. Wow. That is, do you get up really early then? Because if you go to bed by 9, if I went to bed by at 9 o'clock, I'll probably get up at 3 a.m. because my body just naturally want to sleep for about 6 hours. I rarely go over 9:59. I don't know. I'm doing pretty well in the morning, so I wouldn't say I'm not a morning person. I can't do super early, you know, sort of classes. Some teachers do like, I don't know, 6:30 classes. No chance for me to do that. But you know, I think my favorite, you know, peak time as far as teaching goes will be somewhere from 10 o'clock, maybe up to about 3, 3:30. But occasionally I like some evening classes as well. Depends. But generally, you know, in the evening I just want to relax and stitch or do whatever. Just put my feet up. Five one eight. Hello, Cha. Good morning. Good morning to you. It's morning, is it? Where are you? Are you in Australia as well? I'm trying to think, where is morning in the world right now? I think Japan might be morning. Australia. Where else? And is it morning tomorrow? Well, I suppose it's tomorrow here as well. It's past midnight. So it's already Tuesday, technically. It's a bit of curtain stitching there. I think my fear for this area was unfounded. It's not bad. It's not too bad. Very nice. Oh, Cha is from Philippines. So it's morning. What time is it then? So maybe not that different from Japan, I presume. Welcome. Captain Squirrel says, I'm back. Had to go to the post office because my B elemental fusion from Gecko Rouge arrived. How nice. Very nice. And even nicer that you have a post office still. My local one closed down without me knowing for ages. Because I walk past the street all the time and just presume it's there. It's inside a very old building. And until one day, I wanted to return something from Amazon. I went there and I realized it's gone. And I think it's being turned into maybe another burger shop. I don't know. We have a lot of burger shops here. I don't know. People just love burgers. But wow, you have post office. How nice. What a strange world. Yes, I'm envious that you've got a local post office. It's very nice. But even, yeah, it's wonderful that you've got your kit. It's always exciting to get a cross-stitching kit. And definitely exciting to get one from Gecko Rouge. I think the bee pattern is very, very popular. I've seen quite a few people doing it. And Busy Mom says, I'm up at 5 a.m. Wow. So most of the times, if I do 10 o'clock classes, I get up around 7, and that's early. That's early for me. You know, 6:30, 7, when I was working in my kind of corporate office working days, I used to get up about maybe 6:30 because the traffic wasn't very predictable. Whereas now I cycle most of the time, so, you know, it's a bit more predictable in terms of journey time. But yeah, for years I got up at 6:30 every morning, weekdays. It was a little bit depressing though. You know, having to get on to public transportation is always a little bit, you know, it's not fun. Busy Mom says, did you sleep all day the next day? I'm trying to think. You're probably referring to the day I stitched till 4. Yes, I could only get away with it if the next day either I have a very late start or a rest day. So I treated myself with a late night stitching. I can't remember for sure, but wouldn't surprise me if it was a rest day following morning. But there are occasions I stream here till, you know, past midnight. And normally takes, you know, probably at least an hour for me to kind of settle down and sleep. And normally I have no problem getting up early, you know, early the following morning, like 7 o'clock or something like that. I'm just used to it. So, because if you work as a yoga teacher, your time is not routine. So my classes are at different times, different days of the week. So you kind of adjust your body to kind of be quite adaptable. To just not have routine days, which I like, because I've done routine for so long prior to the yogi days. And I don't think I can ever go back. I think I'm just a different human being now. Captain Squirrel says, I also go to bed at 9 and get up at 5. Is this some sort of new trend? 9 o'clock bedtime. What is that about? I'm shocked. Well, I'm glad. At least I'm doing it late night from the UK, so it's a little bit early for you, but quite tough for our European friends. But you know, that's just the way it is. Wow, 9 o'clock. There's just no chance. Well, I can only go to bed at 9 p.m. if I didn't sleep the day before or something like that has happened. So, wow. Let's have a look. The next one, I think I'm gonna keep going till about 2 a.m. Yay. Not quite 4 o'clock, but I do what I can. Tomorrow is a rest day as well. 3766. Oh, Captain says, I have a 4-year-old. I like to get things done. Wow. I suppose if you have young kids in particular, that's a different deal, isn't it? But kids don't get up that early, do they? What would be the typical time for young kids to get up? I remember when I was a kid, I actually can't remember. I remember having to go to bed quite early. I don't know how I managed. Hey, Marsha, hello. Marsha says, hi, Yogi. I saw you one on today. On Mondays, we start late. So, yes, because I have late classes. But yes, Monday, we're generally on, just on a later time. And it's going to be like this for Fridays as well, because they've got new classes from next week on Friday evening. So there's going to be more midnight stitching. Candlelight stitching, how's that? It sounds great, doesn't it? The candlelight yoga is always really popular because people like to work in, you know, dim lights. It's just nice and warm and cozy. And it's a bit like this. Maybe next time I can use candles instead of this light, camera lights. You won't be able to see anything on my fabric, but it's going to look lovely. So Captain Squirrel says he gets up at 6. All right, he gets up, or you make him wake up at 6. So I have time for a coffee and a few stitches, get lunch boxes ready, breakfast prepared, all that stuff. So organized. That's wonderful. Yeah, I like early start as well, but maybe not 5. I think 7 for me is good, because from 7 to 8, I can, you know, have some time to sit down. I don't have breakfast, so I sit down for a nice cup of coffee and just catch up with maybe emails and stuff and get things organized and look at my notes full of sequences. And, you know, I get dressed and ready to go. So 7 is my sweet spot. But if I have a rest day, I just sleep until I wake up. I like that though. I think it's good for your body to catch up sometimes. Sometimes your body just need to, you know, not to be woken up by alarm clock. You just allow your body to rest until you know, it's ready to go. And our body's got its own rhythm and built-in clock as well. So it knows when is a good time to get up. Marsha says, started a Palais de Fleurs last night. Oh, the John O'Brien piece. Yes, lovely. I need to get some of those patterns. It's so pretty. And they're not too big either, which I like. So even though it's, you know, you can sink your teeth into it, but it's not like so epic that you think it's going to take decades to finish. Well, in my case, some of you might be a lot faster, which is no surprise. So nice. I need to remember the website to get those patterns from. Captain Squirrel says he gets up at 6 naturally. That's the worst. Oh, really? 6 o'clock on the dot. And she says, I used to be a night owl and he changed my whole life. I know. That's what happens, I guess. You know, children come first, and the way it should be. It's like my younger brother as well. My younger brother's got kids, and prior, you know, to kids coming along, he was thinking about fast cars, you know, maybe get a nice 2-sitters, you know, convertible, that kind of stuff. And after having kids, now he's on sort of minivans. He's got 3 kids. Now he's happy with minivans. So you can ship the kids everywhere. Things do change. No more fast car. Naomi says, I've worked night shift for 10 years. Always prefer late nights and lie in. Pre-COVID supermarket shopping at 3 a.m. Used to be so quiet, really. So they open 24 hours a day, I'm guessing. Oh, I've never done late night supermarket shopping. I don't think there are that many, if any, 24-hour supermarkets in the UK. They're little corner shops that open 24 hours, but they have very limited stuff. You know, you can get some milk, some bread, that kind of stuff, but nothing like fresh ingredients. But it must be nice. And you probably feel safer at that time, right? Because there were less people. You know, the strange thing is, as bad and weird it was with the COVID period, I think a lot of people are actually looking back that period fondly, strangely. Because, you know, a lot of people probably discover a new hobby or maybe a new profession. You never know. A lot of people, you know, lost their jobs or couldn't work a certain way, and they had to find a new way. So maybe through that, a lot of people created a new life after that. And I think that period, you know, during that period, because people have no choice, they can't go out, so they have to just, you know, find ways to entertain themselves indoor. And maybe that turned out to be quite nice too. Life is so strange, isn't it? Marsha says, Artisy is the website. Yes, I remember that. Do they do paper ones? Because I'm thinking about our Susan. Those patterns are so nice. I'm sure she'll like it. But Susan now is mad at PDF. She's not speaking to me right now because I mentioned the word, the P word. Oh, Michelle Fuller says have to run. 2:02 is my guess. And she provided the buffet as well. How nice. You can tell it's a regular. I'll catch the resin replay. Sleep well. Thank you, Michelle Fuller. Michelle, have a great rest of the day. Whatever you do. Thank you for the buffet. And I'll remember your number, 2:02. You may be the winner. If you're the winner tonight, we will celebrate you in our next session when you are in. Naomi says, used to be open 24 hours, but not anymore. Oh, the supermarket. So they probably did that during that period, so people can go at different time. Yes, I remember, I think UK went as far as telling you how many times you're allowed to leave your house. Which they can't really reinforce, because how do you police that, right? But they verbally tell you. You can go out from our Boris Johnson, you know, now it's like Boris who? I remember him telling people to have one visit for exercise. So you're allowed to exercise. You can go out for a walk, for a run, and and then the second visit will be doing your shopping. I ask you. And Boris Johnson, I don't know when was the last time he visited the gym. You know, he was telling people to do exercise. You can go out for a run, but you know, only one visit for supermarket after that. Oh, I'm gonna look back and laugh. Already laughing. Susan says, I've already got 2 John O'Brien charts from Pain-Free Craft. So did you get the paper ones? So Pain-Free Crafts is from Scotland. Do they charge you for taxes? Well, you know, it used to be a country, so why not? A27. Oh, Susan is talking to me now. She's not mad at me anymore. Oh, what a relief. Yes. 827. I won't remember the P word again, okay? 827. Oh, 827. Oh, yeah, we do. I do have it. For a moment, I thought I haven't got it on my master set. And it was so weird when, even when I went to my local supermarket, we had to queue outside, if you remember. I think it's probably the same wherever you are. And you had to queue because they had limited number of people they're allowed to go in at one time. So it was a little bit like nightclub, you know, nightclubs. You have the bodyguard outside guarding you, eyeing you up and down to see if you're, you know, trendy enough to go in. You're the next. And you feel so lucky. It's like you got picked. And when you go in, you're not allowed to have more than two of anything. 2 tomatoes. No, I'm kidding. It's like, you know, more than 2 packs of tomatoes. It was a strange, strange time. Where am I? Here. One, two. But there are 2 pieces from my 14 count project, sort of stitching kits that I've got that I'm working on. I'm pretty sure 3 of them are from John O'Brien, and there's the craft room, the shed, Grandma's craft shed, is from Steve Reed, I think. But But there are two of the four, but two of the three from John O'Brien. I cannot find a title, proper title for it, because the stitching kit, they change the title, and the rest of them I've been Googling. I just couldn't find the actual title for the artwork. So we're 10 to 2 a.m. in the UK here. So I might make the remaining stitches as my last ones. So I've got a few more to go, okay? But, you know, if you look at this area here I've been working on, maybe if you have Neuralink eye implant, maybe you can scan it and figure out how many stitches I've done. Otherwise, you can do like I do, just take a wild guess. So if any of you are new to the stream, we play a little game at the end of the session, and you can take a guess on how many stitches I've done today from the beginning of the stream. And we pick a winner that's got the numbers that's closest to the correct number. And all my stitches are captured with the app. So, you know, it's very scientific. No cheating here, no guessing. So I'm doing my the final few stitches here. And feel free to come forward and offer your number. And if you win, it's a grand prize, okay? We have a grand prize of the respect from all your fellow stitchers here, which is which is priceless, okay? Priceless. And also you get to enjoy the buffet with me. You know, you have a little bit, I have most of it. Okay? So I can see the number flowing in, so why not bring on the state-of-the-art Guess My Stitches machine, okay? I built it with my bare hands. It's I did it for you. All right? So I've suffered for my art, and now it's your turn. And I've got the final few stitches here. It's a beautiful, beautiful blue. Beautiful blue. And put your number in the super duper Guess My Stitches machine. And we'll find out who the winner is going to be tonight. And there are a few stitches they have won multiple times. I don't know. Maybe they have some superhuman ability, or they should be going to a casino because they're very good at guessing. And this one will be my last stitch, okay? So add in these 10 stitches on your number, okay? Accuracy is everything. There, so that's the last stitch of this midnight session, or past midnight in the UK town. And I'm going to end my thread here. There. And give you a quick recap of what's happening today with this piece. 827 827. Right, let me zoom out a little bit and just enjoy this view here. It's so beautiful. A lot of confetti here, but not too bad today because I kind of pick the ones that's got more stitches. I'm sure there are a lot of single stitches here. I'll have to go back and fill, but I you know, sometimes I'm in a mood for that, so I'll do that when I feel like it. And work down a little bit of the curtain as well, so I'm very happy with the progress and nice and relaxed. I really enjoyed it. So let's have a look at our game machine here. Come forward, lurkers, unlurk yourself, put a number in, okay? So let's have a look. Earlier on we have one from, was it from 202 from, I'll try to remember who put that number in. Oh yes, Michelle, 202. And Willoran, 369. Susan, still talking to me, good stuff, 225. Mia, 368. And Mia is in the UK as well. I'm so happy. There are two other stitchers with me tonight in a UK town. And Busy Mom Stitcher, 310. Steve, 298. Steve is dangerous. Steve has won so many times. And Kimberly, 237. And oh, Mia is changing to 342. See? Oh, it's actually a bit less. Hang on, Mia. I actually stitched more at the end. You should be more. Never mind. Mia has changed to 342. And Betty, 304. Naomi, 145. Good stuff, everyone. Let's have a look. And we're scientific. You know, we don't cheat. Abs don't lie. Hips might lie. Abs don't lie. Here we go. So let me zoom out. This is where I am today. And also look at the percentage as well. Percentage is just as important. So here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 252. Anyone who can count or read numbers, let me know who it is. Oh my God. Susan is actually pretty close. And Kimberly is quite close as well. Kimberly is 237. I think Kimberly is closer. And 202 is a little bit far away. I think today's winner is Kimberly. Yay! Round of applause for Kimberly. Am I correct? I think it is 237 is the closest. And percentage-wise, I'm easing toward 20%, a little bit more. And I can't remember, it was 19 point something, but I'm sure this number is slightly greater. It should be, logically. So really, really pleased. And wonderful. So we have Kimberly as our new winner here. And I hope there will be some delicious, earlier on Michelle has already provided some tea and cakes, and hopefully maybe we have some pizza, something healthy as well, a nice balance of everything. Yes, round of applause. Well done. Yes. So Kimberly is our proud winner today. And yes, Steve, as usual, has brought on hot chili. Okay. And Mia is changed the number, still didn't win. Next time. And Busy Mom as well. And oh, Kimberly's definitely happy. So yes. Willowrain has provided some chocolate and popcorn and some tomatoes. Interesting combination. And a lobster. Goodness. As a pet. Okay, lobster as a pet. No eating lobster. And Busy Mom, thank you. Busy Mom probably bakes as well. Look at that spread right there. And some tacos and bananas. Yes, balance is everything. And Kimberly has brought on her own snacks as well. Thank you so much. Guys, this is 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Yes, indeed, it's 2 a.m. in the sleepy London town. And Yogi is going to sign out here. It's so great to have you. Yes, Kimberly, you're the proud winner tonight. Enjoy the buffet with me. You can have 2 biscuits, only 2, okay? The rest are for me. 2 biscuits and maybe you can have 1 tomato. 1 tomato for Kimberly. So I hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I have no idea what I'm going to work on, and we'll be back on at a more usual time. So from now on, Monday and Friday will be a bit later. You know, it's good fun. Candlelight stitching just as well. And otherwise, I'll see you at usual time tomorrow. And I hope you enjoy. Oh, Mia, look at this. I love this spread. It's so healthy. We need a salad bar, yes, along with tacos. Burgers and everything. Wonderful. So night night everyone, and particularly the ones in the UK standing till last with me. Thank you so much. And good night everyone. Night night. And no P words, no P words. And I'll see you tomorrow. Nighty night. Good night everyone.